Again.
Hello?
Here.
Should we do that again?
Fine.
All right.
Is the mic on now? Okay, thank you.
Why I couldn't be heard.
Is there a motion to adopt the final order and decision of council with conclusions and finding of fact and determination for the variance requests of the owners of 29950 Smithfield Road to leave the accessory structure on 29950 Smithfield Road where there is no principal residence on the property?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Thank you, Stacy. Any questions or comments? I drove by there the other day. I have no issue with it. It looks, it looks a very nice barn, and you can't really tell that it was two parcels of land at one point, so no issues. Anna, will you please call roll?
Allner,
Yes.
Vincent,
Yes.
Perry. Yes. Madden,
Yes.
Foster, Silver.
Yes. All right. Is there a motion to approve the special council meeting minutes of April 2nd, 2025?
Move.
Thank you, Stacy. Is there a second?
Second?
Thank you, Phil. Any questions or comments on those minutes? Now, please call roll.
Allner,
Abstain.
Vincent,
Yes.
Perry. Yes. Madden,
Yes.
Silver.
Yes.
Oops, forgot Foster. Sorry. Having one of those days. Got everybody.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the council meeting minutes of April 9th, 2025?
So moved.
Thank you, Lisa. Is there a second?
I'll second.
I think I heard Stacy first. Any questions or comments on the April 9th minutes? All right, Anna.
Allner,
Yes.
Vincent,
Yes.
Perry. Yes. Madden,
Yes.
Foster,
Yes.
Silver.
Yes. Is there a motion to approve the special council meeting minutes of April 21st, 2025?
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Questions or comments? Anna?
Allner,
Yes.
Vincent,
Yes.
Perry. Yes. Madden,
Yes.
Foster,
Yes.
Silver.
Yes. Is there a motion to declare a 2006 Perma Green Magnum B1B spreader with the following serial number as surplus to be disposed of at the mayor's discretion? I will make that motion. Is there a second?
Second it.
Thank you, Lisa. Bob, is this you?
This year's budget included a purchase of a new fertilizer spreader. That's been accomplished, so we're asking to surplus so we can dispose of our old unit.
Comments? Anna?
Allner,
Yes.
Vincent,
Yes.
Perry. Yes. Madden,
Yes.
Foster, Silver.
Yes. Are there any audience comments relating to agenda items? Like we have none. Moving on to old business. Ordinance 2025-9 as amended, an ordinance amending certain sections of the Orange Village Building Code to amend and clarify the method by which property owners and occupants are made aware of the alleged violations of the building code. This is on for second reading. Talked about it last month. Any questions or comments from anybody? Anna, no, actually don't call roll on that one. It's only second reading. We will vote on that next week. New business, ordinance 2025-11, an ordinance authorizing Mayor Judson A. Klein to take all actions necessary to execute the second amendment to the development agreement regarding the residential portion of the Pinecrest Development Project and declaring an emergency. This is on for first reading, and we will have a public hearing on this on June 11th. Mayor, do you want to describe this for us?
This is really just the update with the the Waterford Court review of the amendments that were necessary to gain their approval over the rights that they have that were created with the original Pinecrest development. And the second amendment includes a number of items that relate to what was agreed upon with the Waterford Court people relative to landscape screening to the north and maintenance of existing trees on one of the immediate properties, and it is required in the original agreement that the Waterford Court people have a right to both approve the changes and accept the proposal, which they have reviewed. There's a letter in their hand we're waiting their sign off on.
Why does this require a public hearing, and what exactly are we voting on?
The agreement itself put these processes in place at the agreement of the developer and the village. And it's to provide sufficient notice so that nothing would go through without the approval of the Waterford Court residents. That approval has actually been obtained. They're on board with
Right.
and have received certain protections regarding the development of the residential portion. So we are following what the procedure says. The thing that you're voting on is the approval of the agreement. That is the amendment to the first development agreement. There's already one amendment to that, so.
Incur any cost or anything? Is there any cost associated or any way for the residents to incur any cost?
No.
Okay.
No. Actually, the developer has some additional costs that
Right.
they're required for planting trees.
Second reading will be next week, and then June 11th will be the third reading and the public hearing, and then the third reading of it.
And the reason it's timed that out that way is so that we can have 30 days between this
Right.
reading and that one.
Right. Any questions or comments on this? All right, moving on. Ordinance 2025-12, an ordinance engaging Zashin and Rich and Company LPA to provide special counsel to Orange Village in labor and employment-related matters and declaring an emergency. This is on for first reading. Any questions or comments on this? Do we need a suspension on this, or can it wait?
Yeah, I think we can wait till next week and then,
Suspend next week, then? Okay. You don't want it to wait till June, though?
no,
Okay.
because I'd like to get on board with them before June and start talking about it.
Any questions or comments on this? Moving on, ordinance 2025-13, an ordinance authorizing the increase of the Brainerd Road resurfacing project to approve an additional $175,000 for additional repairs for discovered subsurface conditions and declared an emergency. This is on for first reading, and there is a request for suspension of the rules. Brian Mader, did you want to go over this one?
Sure. I forwarded a letter on May 1st in regards to what had happened out on Brainerd Road. Once we had milled the pavement, parts of the pavement edge, pretty much for a large portion of the road had started failing. Upon our proof roll, which basically gives you the base condition underneath your pavement, which we're actually going to be building our road upon, a lot more failure had taken place. Totally not anticipated. We did not have this problem on Brainerd Road South, and for the most part, the evidence on the edge of the road did not indicate that this much was going to be failing. We had identified quite a bit that we were anticipating, but this is nearly 4 times the amount. Unfortunately, this is something that we cannot not fix. The pavement edge not only is holding used for travel, but it's predominantly the area that our garbage truck will ride upon. And as they go down, if it's not fixed, it definitely will just completely obliterate the road along the edges. So with this, we're looking to fix our base the way it needs to be and finish paving the road.
Any, think any premature cause for that? Is it like the weight of the trucks or too much rainfall, eroding the base, or?
Well, again, beforehand, any area that showed signs of failure, cupping, raveling, falling off the edge, we identified those. That's the first thing. That's the first reason, where we had a quantity as large as we did in. These other areas, not so much. There wasn't anything to make us believe that, and again, this is the old berm of the road that was paved over years ago. So once we put the loaded truck on it, I mean, it started giving way really quick.
Once it's done, what do you think the lifespan of Brainerd will be now without having to go through this process again?
Well, last repaving, we got over 20-some years out of it. So I would hope that that's what we're going to get out of this too.
Are there safety concerns right now with cars driving over it at this
No,
point?
no, we basically had the navigators pulled out in front of all, so to keep the cars in the middle. A lot of the repair has been done, so
Assuming there's no way to negotiate a better price, that's the price. That is.
no, it's actually because we had this quantity already set in the bid. I mean, the bid price, we received a bid price for this fix.
For the traffic going on, how long it'll be closed, or are residents going to have to stay off the roads for a longer period of time to get this done?
No, actually, this is not going to delay the completion of the contract or anything. And believe it or not, this will go really quick. I mean, if you remember Brainerd Road South, we had that road pretty much done in about 2.5, 3 weeks. And this isn't going to take, although there's a lot of quantity, it goes very fast. I mean, it's more of a haul-off material item than it is a long, drawn-out process to put the asphalt in.
I'd like to interject something on this. When it was brought to my attention that this situation had arisen and that we needed to take some kind of immediate and swift action so that we don't have further damage to the road, I spoke with Terry Goldhammer to explore the possibility of some alternates, and with Brian as well, to see if there might be some alternates that we might be able to enact that might save us some money to reduce the impact of the cost. And the alternates that were available to us were not in the best interest of the village for the time and for the road's structural capacity. That it would, one of the discussions was eliminating a membrane, and the other was reducing the pavement depth. And both of those, I think, would not work for a longer life expectancy for the road. And if we fix the base, then we'll have less problem down the road, and we have to just bite the bullet and do it.
All right. Any other comments? All right. I will make a motion to suspend the rules on ordinance 2025-13. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Stacy. Anna, please call roll on suspension of the rules.
Allner? Vincent?
Yes.
Perry?
Yes.
Madden?
Yes.
Foster?
Yes.
Silver?
Yes. Is there a motion to approve ordinance 2025-13?
So moved.
Lisa, second. Thank you, Jeff.
Allner?
Yes.
Vincent?
Yes.
Perry? Madden?
Yes.
Foster?
Yes.
Silver?
Yes. Ordinance 2025-14, an ordinance amending the annual appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of Orange Village during the calendar year ending December 31st, 2025. This is related to the same issue, correct?
You just approved the improvement of the road. This authorizes Dana to pay for that on time. So you want to pay for what you just bought. This.
Makes sense. Any
Spend.
I'll second.
comments first before we? All right. Heard a motion to suspend from Stacy. Is there a second?
I'm seconded.
Do you have a? You just trying to second it? All right.
I don't care.
Oh, I didn't.
Lisa gets the second. Please call roll on suspension of the rules.
Oh, Allner?
Yes.
Vincent? Perry?
Yes.
Madden?
Yes.
Yes.
Silver?
Yes. Is there a motion to approve ordinance 2025-14?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Kim. I will second that. Anna, please call roll.
Allner? Vincent?
Yes.
Perry? Madden?
Yes.
Foster?
Yes.
Silver?
Yes. Are there any audience comments relating to matters which advance the good of the village? Introduce yourself. I think there's a sign-in sheet over there, too.
I don't think anybody would talk. No, I'm sorry.
Introduce yourself and state your address, please.
Is that on?
Turn it on.
I'm not sure the mic is on.
It's at the bottom. On the bottom? The little switchy thing. Thank you. The battery dies.
comes on, you've got it.
Yeah, no. Ned Van Valkenburg, 28749 Emery Road. I'm just stopping by on behalf of the Orange Community Artisan and Farmers Market. Just a quick reminder that this coming Saturday, there's a pop-up market going on at the Moreland Hills Elementary School. There'll be about 40 vendors, and there's some plenty of kids' crafts that will tie in with Mother's Day and all. So we're hoping to see people out there, and I'm going to pass around a few magnets with the dates for the summer.
Thank you.
Okay?
They're hot off the presses. They just arrived today.
Sure, they arrived today.
It also has our new logo on it too, so, yeah.
Ned, any other comments? Hey, Mayor Klein,
Wait, I've got to take my,
take your magnet and
thank you. This past Sunday was International Firefighters Day. I would hope that all of us can demonstrate our appreciation for the wonderful job that our firefighters and EMTs do in Orange Village. My wife and I brought treats to the fire department on Sunday so that they could enjoy them, and we demonstrated our appreciation for the constant attention that we get and the service that our firefighters provide. I want to thank everyone who went out to vote yesterday and the passage of the Orange Recreation Council levy renewal. This is going to mean a lot for the community. Mother's Day is this Sunday, May 11th. I would like to wish all mothers, grandmothers, aunts, sisters, and other women in our lives that care for us and love us unconditionally a very happy Mother's Day. Also this past weekend, Sunday, was the Family Kindness Fest that was in Beechwood. I had the opportunity to participate in it. There's an article in the e-news about it. It was a wonderful event, huge attendance. I'm hopeful that next year Orange Village can play an even bigger role in it. I was one of the judges for the student competition, kindness competition, and there were just some really wonderful programs that kids are thinking up. You know, our future is really bright when we look at some of the work that these children, and they're all ages, from little kids to nearly adults, in some of the creative ideas that they put forward. A list of upcoming events. You just heard from Ned about the upcoming Farmers and Artisans Market. I'm sure we'll also hear from Stacy on this as well. It's May 10th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Moreland Hills Elementary Gym. The Orange Village Arts and Culture Committee has been working to offer the children a craft for Mother's Day to be created, and I'm sure that will be both a lot of fun and great for mothers to receive. On May 17th, the Orange Cares Committee is sponsoring an Orange Bicycle Tune-Up Day. So if you have a bicycle and you're an Orange resident or in Orange, come up to Village Hall between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. In the parking lot here to have your bike tuned up for the summer. The community-wide garage sale will be again this summer, June 28th and 29th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at your home. So we're all coming to your houses. Sign up at our website at www.orangevillage.com. I also want to announce there'll be a town hall with Congresswoman Chantel Brown here at the Village Hall on May 27th at 6 p.m. I hope to see many of you here to meet and talk with our Congresswoman. May is Mental Health Month. As many fire and police calls have mental health components, we are continuing to work with the City of Shaker Heights and neighboring communities to become partners for the First Calls program. We're looking to continue to expand that into our community. Once again, we have partnered with the Tri-C Landscape Program for site improvements in Orange Village. And most recently, they've installed pavers at the Singer Pavilion. I hope you'll go over and take a look. They've done a wonderful job. Thank you to the Tri-C Landscape Program and Tim Bissler in our service department who helped facilitate that program to make this all happen. Last thing I wanted to touch on, while it's not necessarily something that needs to come before council, I think it's something that I've felt appropriate to bring to council. We've had to reorder a truck chassis that we had approved to order last with the incidence of tariffs, we are now asked to increase the cost for an increased cost of the truck. While it falls within my approval allowance, it's still $3,900 for the truck chassis. It was $116,000 when we approved it. It's now $119,000 and change going forward. There may be more tariffs forthcoming when the truck is completed. So I think it's important that we all recognize this, that we're affected by what's going on, and that this is something that we should be knowledgeable of and can at least share with our constituents that this is a problem for the community as well as it is for the village. And that concludes my report.
All right, thank you. I got invited to and attended a meeting about 2 weeks ago. It was for council presidents from across the region, from all across Northeast Ohio. It was hosted by Blaine Griffin, the Cleveland City Council president. He hosted it at Cleveland City Hall. It was organized by Tony Kuda, the Cleveland Heights City Council president. Just kind of to bounce ideas. There were about 10 of us in attendance from across Northeast Ohio. It was very interesting just to kind of bounce ideas off each other and discuss some of the challenges and opportunities that we all have. We talked about budgeting, economic development, running a meeting, working with the law director, the mayor, the clerk of council, other council members, agenda setting, council rules, stuff like that. I enjoyed it. I thought it was interesting to hear about the challenges that we all face, and I thought it was interesting to hear about, a community like us. We have 3,500 people or so, and then you get communities like Cleveland Heights, Brunswick, Strongsville, where they have 10 times what we have, and then there's City of Cleveland was there, and they have 10 times what they have. So it was interesting just to hear about the different challenges that we all face. I think they talked about maybe doing it one more later this year in the fall, so I will try and attend that if I can. That is all that I had. Comments by council members. Kim Olner.
Thank you. As the mayor mentioned, the bike tune-up on the 17th of May, that is free. People should know that there's no charge for that. Kiwanis, the rummage sale is coming up in July, and there is a drop-off on May 17th from 10 to 1 on the barns behind the tennis courts at the school. And the money raised goes for things like scholarships, as well as supporting the various clubs and activities at the schools. So all of our kids benefit. So when you're cleaning out your closets, please keep in mind the Kiwanis. It's a great organization, and takes all kinds of stuff, including bikes and including clothes and shoes and a lot of stuff. One thing they do not take is glasses. And I will say that the glasses and hearing aids are still being collected for Guatemala. I'm very proud of the program that my daughter established. Thus far, over 1,500 pairs of glasses and hearing aids have been sent to Guatemala, to a clinic in Izabal, Guatemala. And there is another shipment going over soon. So as you're cleaning out your closets, any glasses and hearing aids would be greatly appreciated. There is still a collection box in the front hall, and then at Moreland Hills Elementary, as well as at the high school. So I greatly appreciate assistance with that. It's a wonderful program, and we are starting to get pictures of some of the kids who are now able to attend school because they have glasses, and they can now see clearly enough to actually obtain an education. So it's just a very fulfilling, wonderful project. And I think that was it, so thank you.
All right, thank you. Stacy.
Good evening. I'll start off with a very short school report to let you know that Orange has hired a new treasurer. His name is Gary Platko. He once served as assistant treasurer. He'll fill the role that Todd Puster will vacate in July. I'll invite Gary to come to a future council meeting so you can all meet him. There has been much discussion about the state general fund and fair school funding as part of the biennium state budget. Schools are obviously following it very closely, and it will affect all of our residents. If you'd like to learn more, I'm happy to invite Todd in before he leaves, or he's very approachable if you want to call him with questions, or we can wait to hear from Gary once he's acclimated. Gary comes to Orange by way of Riverside Schools, which came after Orange. The board's next regular meeting is Monday, May 12th. I will be unable to attend that full meeting as I'm emceeing the Orange Village-based Notoriety Singers concert the following night, and Monday's our dress rehearsal. I'm letting you all know because if anyone would like to enjoy a night of great music, including pop, Broadway classics, the concert is Tuesday, May 13th at 7 p.m. at Garfield. As I think some of you know, the group rehearses here. We have a lot of Orange representation in the group, so if you're looking for a night of great music, comprised of local talent, please come to the show. Speaking of local talent, I want to congratulate Orange resident Danielle Sperber on being nominated for a Playhouse Square Dazzle Award. This is a huge, huge thing. The nomination is for Best Supporting Actress. She played Audrey II in the OHS production of Little Shop of Horrors. Overall, OHS received 3 nominations, which is an amazing thing, including Best Pit Orchestra. This is on the heels of our 2 bands winning, getting superior rankings at states. Danielle is extraordinarily talented. I look forward to seeing her on the Playhouse Square stage on May 17th. That is a wonderful night of theater. If anyone's interested in that, you can buy tickets for that. Congratulations and good luck there. While we're on the Arts and Culture Committee met last week, and we have lots on tap in the month ahead, as you've heard alluded to. I won't go into the details about May 10th because you've heard it ad nauseum, but the craft thing is significant because it's the first Orange Village Arts and Culture event that we're hosting. We're doing paper flowers, different types of paper flowers that can be given to the mom or somebody special in your life, or even brought to Mary Poppins that evening and given to your favorite star. We also are making holiday cards for Mother's Day. And tickets to the show, Mary Poppins, which is that night or all next weekend, this weekend will be raffled off as well. So come and you can get tickets to the show as well. There will be performances by both the MHS and OHS choirs, as well as an anticipated appearance by Bert the Chimney Sweep, who will be one of our very own committee members, Alan Sobel, who lives here in Orange, obviously. The market is at Moreland from 10 to 3. The children's event is from 10 to 2. Please then head to Stagecrafters Mary Poppins to see Orange Village's very own Ava Taylor, who plays the lead role in that, Break-a-Leg Ava. Ava, as some of you know, is the daughter of Lisa Taylor, whom you heard from about the Orange Rec levy. Orange Rec oversees the Stagecrafters program, and I want to congratulate Orange Rec on its deserving, huge victory on the renewal levy. I look forward to seeing continued amazing programs in the years ahead. Summer markets get underway behind the service department in June. You've got your magnets so you know the dates. As a reminder, we're asking each committee to take one of the dates to host a table either of information or a guest speaker or something else that represents your respective committee. So please, when you meet with your committees in the next week or two, please decide on a date and let us know. We'd like to have that in place by next week, so just let me know as soon as you can. We're also working on a summer concert series with musical groups scheduled for the amphitheater in June, July, and August. We're working on details for that now. And Arts and Culture is working on a Juneteenth celebratory event for the 19th itself with the talents of a local artist and author, along with a story time for children by a local children's author who lives here in Orange on that Saturday, the 21st. We're considering bringing on a musical group comprised of local talent that weekend that performs a genre of music influenced by Black history, R&B, soul, hip hop, jazz, blues, etc. If anyone knows of a musical group or individuals, student or professional, who might be interested in that, please let us know, and I can update you on all of that at the June meeting. One final note of congratulations to OHS sophomore and Orange Village resident Dylan Conover. He threw a no-hitter at the Lake County Captains game today in Eastlake. Dylan was selected to throw out the first pitch at the game and wore a shirt that he created himself using a brand new classroom heat press obtained through a special grant. Recently, Dylan has also been involved in helping in the community by growing lettuce and vegetables and providing salads for families at the Ronald McDonald House in Akron. We're very, very proud of Dylan. I want to congratulate the entire Conover family. And with that, I wish everybody a happy Mother's Day, celebrating all those important people in your life.
You. Lisa Perry.
Thanks. I'll be out of town next week, so I'll be absent from our council meeting. But we are also going to cancel finance meeting next week because Dana has something to do that night too. So we'll catch up in June on finance, and nothing's unusual, so Dana's confident that that won't affect anything. Also, Parks and Rec is still working on a potential dog park or dog expansion to the dog park or something. And also making recommendations for some of the problems that has been happening on the paths with dogs off leash. So thank you to the police department for helping with that. And more to come when we get a more solid plan going for the dog park. We'll see if we can proceed forward.
All right, thank you. Phil Madden.
The next Sustainability and Resilience meeting will be on May 20th at 7 p.m. room. And David Emmerman of the Northeast Ohio EPA will be making a presentation. Come to that.
Foster.
Excuse me, thanks. Veterans Committee, we had a meeting, when was it, Ned, last Tuesday, I believe? Anyway, we had members show up. We went through the budget, and we went through some of the grants that looked most promising. There were some that were outdated, so we slashed those down. And we brainstormed on ideas on how to support military members in our community. We find out, like, if there's a death, or if they're ill, or whatever, there's a lot of options available for veterans. A lot of them don't know about it. So we're tying in with Cuyahoga County Veterans Association and trying to funnel them towards the veterans in our community. Thank you, Ned.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, everybody. That is all we got, so we will move to adjourn. Thank you.